Good morning, Mustang team. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me. I also want to make a special shout out to my nephew Tayton and my niece Ellie, who have also joined us in reading The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane by Kate D. Camillo. Today we are going to be reading chapter 3. Please bear with me. It's kind of hard sometimes to read. I'm reading through my phone as I video the words because you guys know that when you follow along, it does help with fluency, so follow along with the words. "She is called the Queen Mary," said Abeline's father, "and you and your mamma shall sail on her all the way to London." "What about Pellegrina?" said Abeline. "I will not go," said Pellegrina. "I will stay." Edward, of course, was not listening. He found the talk around the dinner table excruciatingly dull. In fact, he made points of not listening if he could help it. But then Abeline did something unusual, something that forced him to pay attention. As the talk about the ship continued, Abeline reached for Edward and took him from his chair and stood him in her lap. Copper's wanting to join us here too. Oh, he wants to play. Did you see? He's got his rope. No playing right now, Copper. Oh, goodness. Okay. That should be some comic relief for some of you guys, right? Okay. "And what about Edward?" she said, her voice high and uncertain. "What about him, darling?" said her mother. "Will Edward be sailing on the Queen Mary with us?" "Well, of course, if you wish, although you are getting a little old for such things as China rabbits." "Nonsense," said Abeline's father joyfully. Who would protect Abeline if Edward was not there? From the vantage point of Abeline's lap, Edward could see the whole table spread out before him in a way that he never could when he was seated in his own chair. He looked upon the glittering array of silverware and glasses and plates. He saw the animated and condescending looks of Abeline's parents, and then his eyes met Pellegrina's. She was looking at him in a way a hawk hanging lazily in the air might study a mouse on the ground. Perhaps the rabbit fur on Edward's ears and tail, and the whiskers his nose had, some dim memory of being hunted, for a shiver went through him. "Yes," said Pellegrina, without taking her eyes off Edward. "Who would watch over Abeline if the rabbit were not there?" That night, when Abeline asked, as she did every night, if there was a story to be told, Pellegrina said, "Tonight, lady, there will be a story." Abeline sat up in her bed. "I think that Edward needs to sit here with me," she said, "so that he can hear the story too." "I think that is best," said Pellegrina. "Yes, I think that the rabbit must hear the story." Abeline picked Edward up, set him next to her bed, and arranged the covers around him. Then she said to Pellegrina, "We are ready now." "So," said Pellegrina. She coughed. "And so the story begins with a princess." "A beautiful princess?" Abeline asked. "A very beautiful princess." "How beautiful?" "You must listen," said Pellegrina. "It is in the story." Okay, and then we have chapter 4, which is Pellegrina's story, and it's such a good story. So tune in tomorrow for chapter 4. I don't really have anything for you guys to comment on today. I guess you could make some predictions about what you think Pellegrina's story might be about with a princess. See you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. It's supposed to be warm, so get out and enjoy the sunshine.